Hello, you're listening to Who Agrees with me, Paul Black.
And me, Kendra McPherson.
And thank you, everybody, for being here. We were just talking about one of our favourite sound bites, which I think is so underrated, from the Housewives of Atlanta versus Kenya Moore talking about meeting an in-law, and she goes, "This is a potential mother." So it's so good.
A potential mother, aren't we all?
And also what we were just talking about as well is about how some people just need to die. How true is that?
No, to give some context, what I was saying. No, I won't go. I won't get too granular. What I was saying is there are some people in the world that surpass a level of malintent where the only resolution would be their passing.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the kindest way possible. If they're past retribution, then death is the only certainty that we can start on a fresh chapter. And
sometimes it needs to come around sooner rather than later.
What a baptism of fire to start this episode. How's you anyway?
Well, but that's that. We were actually. I was talking about how someone who did die in my life needed to die. It's not bad. It was my dad, so it's fine. Is that fine? Someone will be listening and be relating.
I think
it's important to be honest.
A lot of people will be confused, but that's not your confusion to solve.
Yeah, and I went a lot of time appeasing other people's confusion when people would say to me,
"Girl,
that must have been so hard for you when your dad died." And I, for so many years, didn't just go, "No, it was actual class." But that's what I say now.
Exactly, it's quite freeing for you to admit that.
I'm very lucky that I've been around friends and family who understand that.
Yes, true. And we will put a small trigger warning on death.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case that upsets anyone. But I feel like I've said it after the fact now.
Yeah.
So I hope you're licking your wounds effectively.
Yeah, and also, if you are sad about that, I don't mean to upset you, but also it's a different situation and it's nothing to do with yours. That good. That work? Does that work?
Can I say we use a full tube of KY jelly? It's given that.
And speaking of retribution, what's happening with Philip?
Speaking of KY jelly.
What's happening with Philip Schofield? What's he doing day to day?
Vaping.
He's
went quite quiet, actually.
Well, I don't know.
He low-key fell off.
Imagine being the type of person that would follow Philip Schofield on Instagram.
By the way.
People follow any cunt.
By the way, in this country, people will absolutely fight tooth and nail to defend the indefendable, and that's all I'm saying.
Oh, I've seen in this past few weeks of the people are fucking insane. But actually, it just reminds me of TikTok that made me laugh so much that I seen ages ago with someone saying, people be pissing me off. Like, what do you mean you follow Walmart on Instagram? It's like so true, but what are you doing?
I definitely I did a wee cull maybe like a year or two ago where I was just like, I follow far too many like brands and stuff. Like I don't need to see this all the time. Like consumerism, and also
like, do I need to follow Stussy on Instagram? No.
Like the consumerism element of you get fed ads non-stop anyway, and they are very, very damaging to me because it's fed to me directly, so I don't need to further that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like,
good point.
My behaviours around clicking through something because it's presented to me is not great at the moment. And
I you're right. Why give me more? We've got enough.
Yeah,
it's quite enough. I've actually got a good segue that I should have used better about retribution.
Tell me,
because I want to talk about America's Next Top Model, the re-up, the movie.
Yes, I've still not watched.
You've not watched.
It's been on my list like all week, and then it keeps kind of like dipping further down. But I'm going to put it's episodic.
Yeah. So
right,
I've only watched 2 episodes of it. I don't know how many there is in total. Maybe by the time this came out, I've watched more, so who knows.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically about the dark side.
Yeah.
I love the dark side documentary.
Mm-hmm.
The dark side of the moon and the dark side of America's Next Top Model. And what's it called? Reality Check.
We all been new. Like we've
been new so much. But do you know what did shock me? I forgot quite how much. It's like when you watch Old Housewives and you forget how many memes have been created from something. Like, say for America's Next Top Model, I genuinely forgot how many things we say or like gifs. Or,
it was incredibly cultural. Like, I can't take the pressure. I think I'm going to quit. I say that all the time. And what about this one? This is America's Next Top Model, not America's Next Best Friend.
That is the best.
Yeah.
And then also watching it is so crazy because you go, it's so funny.
America's Next Best Friend.
How RuPaul is based on that, you know.
Well, why have I never even considered that? Which is so crazy because it's literally like
America's Next Drag Superstar.
And Janice Dickinson, wherefore art thou, Janice Dickinson?
You won't be saying that when you watch it.
Oh no,
you won't be saying that. She's not there for a reason. But like, so That's like a talking head. They've got all the big names. They've got Tyra, they've got Miss J,
Right.
they've got Nigel Barker, and they've got other
noted
J.
fashion photographer. Put some respect on his name. He wasn't evil, was he?
No, actually,
Complicit.
and I will say I've obviously not seen it all, but what I've seen so far, Nigel's coming across the best.
Nigel.
I did think, see, when they were showing old footage of Nigel, I was like, he is fucking hot.
He needs sucked off down.
Well,
He was the heartthrob.
but I don't think so now. But looking, I shouldn't say that.
What, is he looking busted now?
No, he's not looking busted. I did see someone saying Nigel Barker can top me now or back then. Not that I'm saying that, but like I did see someone saying that, and
he was the only top in America's Next Top Model. Yeah, I knew that. He's a noted fashion photographer.
You've said the fact that you've actually said noted fashion photographer Nigel Barker on this podcast minimum 4 times, and we've not even spoke about this yet.
About it genuinely all the time, because every time Tyra would introduce him, she would put a different inflection on noted. Like she would go like Nigel Barker, noted fashion photographer. The next episode she'd say Nigel Barker, noted fashion photographer.
Do you know what's so interesting? Because RuPaul does that thing when he goes, bring back my girl. Like he does it in a different way. Oh, RuPaul.
Life imitates art.
With Tyra Banks, I will say, fuck me, take some accountability challenge. She's definitely, and look, I love Tyra, but I love, see right at the first episode, right? When you watch it, you go, she's a legend. She worked so hard. She literally created that show. She made it happen. She pitched it to everyone. Nobody wanted it. They went to some shit network that they basically, it's so funny because they have the CEO of that network being interviewed, but also all leading up to it, they go, nobody wanted it. We went to the last place and it was a terrible network. No one watched it. And I made her sound like Donald Trump there. I was thinking the other day, someone really speaks in the exact same way as Donald Trump. I can't remember who. Anyway, irrelevant. Sorry, boring part of this. Let me get back on track. Tyra will not take any accountability, and also I know for a fact that they would have done that thing where they say, we're making this documentary, we're going to make it with or without you, so do you want to have your say? Because it's like what they always do, because they go, fuck's sake, okay, then I'll do it.
Yeah, because then they think they can have some agency over the narrative, obviously.
And Tyra must have consulted a spin doctor / opposite of an accountability coach,
right.
And some sort of media training type thing,
right.
Where anytime they brought up something really bad, there was one instance so far where she went, I reached out and I apologised to her about that. I didn't know that's what was happening. I wasn't there. They're all blaming someone else, right?
Right.
Constantly going, I wasn't there. I didn't know that was happening. It's that, apart from Miss J, who just laughs every time they tell him something so bad.
I saw some footage of Miss J. I saw some footage of Miss J on a talk show in America claiming that post-stroke, which I didn't know Miss J had, which is actually really sad, Tyra had not visited. But it was delivered in the way that
Tyra's in New York all the time.
The talk show host said, and has Tyra visited you since the stroke? And he just kept going.
He's the
and
most
then
memeable.
And then he would higher, and that was it.
But the thing with it is they present things to her, and you can clearly see the ego in it, because at the start she's like telling explicitly how much she was involved, because it shows that she actually made that show and she was the producer,
she
and
pioneered it.
She did everything and she worked so hard in it. And then suddenly when it came to being about things that happened in the show, that's production, that's not me. And I'm like, wait, hold on. A minute ago we were hearing about how much
you
were
had
involved.
your fingertips on everything, and now that you're divorced from it vibes.
And did you know that
is because I still haven't watched it, but is the focus on the problematic elements of it?
Absolutely.
Obviously, like when 9/11 happened,
yeah.
Or is it bullying, or like what's the angle?
So it starts with just the kind of story and the journey of America's Next Top Model, which is amazing because nobody wanted it. They thought it all sounded terrible, and it just absolutely blew up.
Yeah.
But then they do speak about it in the way that it became a monster that they couldn't control, and it suddenly was so popular, getting so many viewers that they were just doing fucking everything. And they had Ken Mock, executive producer Ken Mock.
Living TV baddie.
Yeah, I think he did take some accountability, but there was clips of him in interviews talking about all the crazy things they did, like while it was happening, in like a really funny way. But look, hindsight's 2020. But I always say this: I knew life was going to be hard for me when I would cry when people would start chatting off, and Britain's Got Talent. Right? I I've never been on board with that type of shit. So
No.
whenever I looked back on things like that, I get that they were like, it was a different time, but also you were a grown adult, I was a child. I knew something was a bit weird.
Yeah.
At least something was off.
Well, when you were as a viewer, you mean?
Maybe not with America's Next Top Model, actually, so that defeats my point.
But I know what you
I
mean,
can't
like
even
the
think in general,
TV culture
like,
of
I knew,
bullying or othering or, you know,
Aye.
like taking someone at their physical face value rather than anything else.
and if I can see that when I'm a child and be at least know it's uncomfortable and
Yeah.
weird, I'm sorry, it's very hard
if
to
I
have
can
sympathy for
watch
these
America's
people.
Next Top Model and just know immediately that someone's getting Rosemary's babied,
Yeah.
then why do I know that?
I know. And there's a bit where they go, they really build up to it, and it's the bit where like loads of bad things have happened and they go, and then the bit where Mystery goes, today we're changing ethnicities. And they all cheer and they all talk.
That is outrageous.
But just so funny, they spend
Unbelievable.
like 10 minutes on this segment showing you all the footage, all this stuff, and then...
And no one said, like, why are we doing this? Or, like, this is wrong.
It's interesting because J. Manuel, that's the name of it. J.
Yes.
Manuel
Yassified
said
Henrik Larsson,
he-
thank you.
Well, he said, as a person of colour himself, he raised this issue at
Right,
the time.
uh-huh.
He said, if you watch the footage, you can see that I'm uncomfortable
Yeah.
with this, and I try and leave when they're doing it to let them just go on with it because I don't want to be part of
Uh-huh.
it. And he was like, that wasn't an option. And then they're
Yeah,
talking
because
about
you
that.
forget about the pressures of the people that could look complicit but were actually operating under whatever
Aye.
like intensity from higher ups or
And
whatever.
also, do you want to lose your job now?
Yeah,
Like,
that sounds horrendous.
and he was speaking about it. They were all speaking about this segment for like what felt like 10 good minutes in this segment. And then some other talking head just joins and goes, the thing that no one's bringing up is the fact that they did it again. Because 10 seasons later, they did it again. But it was worse.
Oh my God.
And it's Tyra going, Native American. And just pointing to them and saying things.
What the
races.
fuck? But the thing is, I would have sat and watched that as a child,
I
like
know,
with
that,
my
aye.
family, like, but it would be wild to me. I've obviously never been in a position where I've been an aspiring supermodel in America,
Aye.
but if you were in that position, it would set a
Yet.
bit of a yet it would set the tone or the expectation of what that culture is
Oh,
like.
yeah.
But even think about the problematic elements of modeling and what models go through or like what they're expected to do or not do and all this stuff and how they're scouted, etc. But fold that into TV culture, which is also a different
Reality
level.
TV,
Yeah,
early
reality
2000s,
TV culture, which
yeah.
is another level of toxicity associated with it, and make it into a homogenous thing. You can see in that time period as
Yeah.
well, where there was so much less interest in well-being or, you know, aftercare or anything like that post being on TV. You were just flung.
Yeah.
You can see how it did create a monster. But then they went on to have like Britain's Next Top Model
Yeah.
with Elle McPherson,
Yeah.
etc.,
Kendra
and
McPherson.
Julian McDonald,
Yes.
and all that jazz. I really, really need to watch it because I really want to form an opinion on it, but I feel like I'll be
think
scared.
It's absolute, what do people call it? Necessity watching? No, there's a better term for this.
Must see TV.
No, that's not what I was thinking, but I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also,
Necessity watching.
Also, Lorenzo, I can't see you behind the light for the first
Yeah,
time. It was
normally
so
I sit
funny.
there and I can't see him at
Oh,
all.
I've never thought.
Like, I never see
and
him.
now look, I have your perspective and I understand things.
Yeah, I never see him.
That's what happens with these things. But also, see, I bet that it gets really dark in
I can
episode 2
imagine.
because do you remember the girl, the one that had like the pure like geek to
Oh,
like,
the really
makeover.
tall lassie.
Aye, and they went to Milan and she cheated on her boyfriend.
Oh
and they
my
make it-
God. Because
but-
remember, you got footage of them when they were in the house and
Aye.
stuff.
And it was actually really dark because they basically production had like invited over Italian guys to drink with them, and the way she speaks about it is that she's like, I literally don't remember sleeping with that man, and she said they filmed every part of it.
Oh my
Me sleeping with him, being in the shower.
God,
It's
what
real.
the
Like that's the bit
fuck?
where it got a bit like
That is so
Fucking hell.
So
it's. I think that
vile.
might be the end of the first episode to discuss that, and then because they're long episodes, there's a lot of
Uh-huh.
ground to cover, and after
there was
that,
also
and
so
she's
many-
talking to camera about it.
so many individuals. Think about the amount of women per season.
Oh, aye.
Like there's so many.
And they're so disposable to production. Like, this is the thing that always bothers me about reality TV. Even the traitors, I know they kind of bring them back, but starting a show, getting people to, you're on this show, blah, blah, go through this full process, which they're not fucking paid to do, obviously. Go through all these processes, arrive there and go, oh, you're gone now, sorry.
Immediately,
You're
I
gone.
know, I know.
And it's like, that's traumatizing in a way, you know, like where you're just like, maybe traumatizing a bit much for
set
it, but
up
like,
to kind
aye.
of, yeah.
And also, it's like, I was watching a clip for America's Next Top Model the other day. You know that thing in X Factor they used to do where they put you in a room, the yeses and the nos in a room, and they come in and they go, I'm really sorry to tell you. You need to come with us. Because
Yeah,
you got like that whole thing, like they would, for the entertainment value, make them think they're getting sent home. I seen one with Tyra that was so ridiculous, where they gave them all a photo, and basically all the rules, if you've got a photo, then that means you're through to the next round. And she was like, open your envelope, and they all had their photo, and they were like, oh, and there was 20 girls, and then another 20 girls, so there was 40 fucking girls.
That's an insane
in a
amount of
room.
people.
They've got all the ones, made them think they got in because they got the photo, sent them another room, sent the other 20 into a different room with all their suitcase, and they said Tyra's going to come in because she likes to say goodbye. And she comes in and she's like, guys, she's done so well. I'm really, really sorry. Sorry that you're going to have to. And then pulls a button. The curtain falls. They're in their apartment that they're staying in behind them. And I'm like, sorry, what about the other 20 lasses that you've just pretended
And
that
a holding pen.
that you've just told that they did get in?
But you know
and
what?
now you're about to go, actually didn't, but we're not going to show that on camera because actually that's traumatic.
Like what scares me more
button was good.
is the the pageantry of that scenario. We should do that with this curtain right now. What scares me more about those types of setups, and also what is obviously still prevalent and still happens to some other degree in reality TV shows, Love Island and stuff like that, is people getting together in a room, obviously completely off camera behind the scenes, and like thrashing that out and fleshing out like, it would be so good if we did. And it's like real people are involved in this.
They're fucking crazy. They're fucking insane.
And I think like now I do think like things like Love Island and stuff and Big Brother and all that are a lot more, obviously it's a different type of reality TV, but they are a lot more sanitized than they used to be, purely because people have been so damaged by like what's happened in the past that they need to be more considered. But it is just mental because it's like how much of it is people in the America's Next Top Model stuff. That's not so much people's actions that, you know, like people are like, well, you know, you said it, you did it, it was caught on camera. America's Next Top Model is different because they were basically a ploy in the greater format, whereas Love Island or Big Brother, it's like, yes, they are, but also they go in there and they are reflections of themselves, whereas being a model is being pliable or changeable.
And one of the worst parts about it is that Tyra's whole thing was like, I want to make this show to show that anyone can be a model. I had such a hard time. There was very few people of colour that were models. Also, I was slightly bigger than other models and I wanted to make this full thing. From the get-go, she's like, you're too fat. And Janice Dickinson is horrendous.
Yeah,
and like it is like,
I
she's obviously
remember
playing
her
up and being
being,
iconic, but
like,
she's like, she's huge. She's the size of a house.
I
It's
remember
like
her
someone of
being
size 6.
so horrendous that it was almost bordering on like pastiche.
And
She was so
apparently
horrid.
Tyra and her didn't get on, and they would kind of, Tyra would said to J. Manuel, I just breathe and let it go when she does this because I'm not getting involved. And at first I thought, respect that for you, because that's difficult to do. But then I thought, are you breathing and letting it go because you know it's good TV?
So Janice Dickinson does not appear on this?
No, as far as I'm aware, 2 episodes.
But
I don't think she does because she probably would have tripled down.
I saw something online about like someone saying it might not be true, but they were like, yeah, Janice hasn't appeared on this because she's on another expose that's going to come out. It might not be true. You just don't know these days. But yeah, apparently that's partly the reason why she isn't, because she's going to do her own expose. So
well, Tyra said, let me rock up in a trench coat and sit in as a talking head and take no accountability, and then now pivot onto promoting my ice cream brand. Have you heard about it?
No.
She said she's now more passionate about ice cream than she's been passionate about modelling. And do you know what she's invented? Hot ice cream.
I'm listening.
And I've looked, I'm going to say this, Tyra, if you listen. I have looked this up. I've watched 20 TikToks about it. I still don't know what it is.
What's it called?
Because she's saying other people say they make hot ice cream, but they don't.
Do they?
I know, I haven't seen it. But allegedly, it's like, it looks like ice cream, but it's like, I think it must be like hot custard or something, which I love, but I think it's called Smize and something. Smize and Shine or something, ice cream.
Rise and
there's
shine.
a popular store in Sydney where she's selling it. So that's
and she manages to speak about that in
no,
amongst
sorry,
all this.
Sorry, she doesn't.
I was going to say, I was like, fucking hell.
Well, maybe she does later on, but she's pivoted to that and realised
How
she
many
keeps bringing the
episodes
folks
are
in
there?
it. I don't know, actually.
Right,
but I'm going to
to
watch one tonight because it is. But do you know what? It did make me think, this is too much. I know we should listen to these people's stories, obviously, and it's good that it's been exposed, but there's only so much. I'm like, why are we even... It's almost as if we're giving them an argument to be a bit nuanced about it, but it's actually quite black and white.
Right, yeah.
You know,
I
like
get you.
in a lot of instances when I'm like,
sometimes it's hard, doesn't it? Because
it
it's
was
like
bad and that was
you
it.
obviously want to have the breadth of experience when you're doing something like that. But you're right, you're then pulled into like, is this platform and someone or some people to give their opinion on something when actually is that doing more harm than good? Should the people that have experienced this just be able to speak about it without there having to be a balancing act?
And
it is very hard.
And there's lots of people that are in it that are not. There's loads of contestants obviously that aren't in it because think of the sheer volume of contestants. But I don't know, like maybe it's. I'm speaking so much about something that I haven't seen all of, so I don't know how it goes. But it is kind of a bit grim, to be honest.
Is Alison in it yet? May I ask? Tumblr famous Alison. Remember, she was the alternative one with the really big eyes.
Oh no,
she was like a bit strange to start with, and she was very editorial, as they would say.
It also is clear why people. Wait, is she the one that's alternative for the start? They call her alternative, but she's not.
Big on Tumblr. You'd know her when you saw her. She's got kind of like teeth and big eyes. She's very gorgeous.
That was one of the most
bleeds.
fucked up thing. No, it's not. I've not seen her yet. The fucked up thing is that this is the time where I think Tyra maybe apologised or said she reached out to this girl, and the girl was like, I don't want Tyra's apology, and she was like, really like, I hate Tyra Banks. Fair enough. So she was basically, she went in and they did one of the earlier seasons, they made them all get dental work like in a day, like they'd be like, it's makeover day, and then go and get a full new set of teeth, and there was like dentists working for like 12 hours no, like longer than that, sorry, like 18 hours on,
but
like,
for why?
And then you can risk getting eliminated that day. But there's a bit where they go and there's a girl with a gap in her tooth, right? And obviously at that time, I think it was just before it became really massive to have uniqueness in modelling.
Yeah, yeah,
because supermodels has always been like, you're the most gorgeous, like you have abs.
It was a different archetype.
But then we had such a boom of like, are you a bit freaky looking? You'll be a model. Like, like that era hadn't happened yet, I think, anyway. But so this girl she was literally beautiful, had a gap in her teeth, which I just thought, I would never have thought twice at looking at it. And they were like, you need to close that gap. And they all were saying, no, you can't, you're not going to get your jobs because that gap in your tooth. Like, I'm being real with you.
How mental would it be having people just drill that into you?
And then Tyra Banks is literally saying, at the time I was being told that girl's not going to work, you need to fix that, no one will book her with a gap in her tooth. So she was going, that's why I done it. And I was like, well, there was bits where I thought like I can see, but her attitude annoyed me too much. But anyway, so they made, and the girl was like, I'm not doing it. And they're like filming her and she's going, I'm not doing it, I'm not getting the gap. And also the hard thing is she's going, I like the gap in my teeth. And they were going, no. No, you don't.
That's just unbelievable.
No, you don't. And they were going, and she refused, right? And they filmed it all. And then apparently production were fucking raging. So they took her aside and was like, you either get this done or you're off the show. So she went and got it done. She was in this thing for nearly 24 hours getting it done. The dentist is pure sweating. She goes on. She doesn't even win the show. And then the next season, they give a girl a gap in her teeth to make her more unique.
That is little abuse.
And this woman is
that
literally...
is abuse.
It's fucking insane.
Psychological and
but
physical.
Imagine the person sitting there and going, now that all that drama, the teeth flash, let's give someone one.
No, but that's psychotic.
And that girl watching that next season, like, are you fucking joking me?
Like,
and also, that's not something that can be undone easily.
No.
It's so
what
bad.
If I think I'm going to be crazed when I watch
as well,
this?
what you say about imagine someone keep telling you things. The thing with the obviously it's an issue in the world and particularly modelling agency about, you know, body image and weight, but like there is girls on that men eating disorder that are being told they're massive, and it's insane. And then that's why it really doesn't hit when Tyra Banks goes on her show and goes, "You can kiss my fat ass," and like that doesn't hit to me anymore. Because I'm like, okay, so now you've put on weight, and you're like, obviously, like I'm not saying everyone should just stick to the thing. She's obviously been like, oh, maybe I was. Now that I've gained a bit of weight, I was maybe a bit harsher on these people. I know how it feels now, but it was quite like, I just thought, oh, it feels empty to me.
Yeah.
Now because of all the things. This
feels very haunted. I wonder why now. I wonder why, like, because it's been off.
Like 25 years ago it started.
I'm intrigued about like how that's settled in on the lives of the people that were involved, or how that's had like proper...
Well, most people are in their 40s
effects.
now, and it's like they speak about that. They do. So it is really interesting. They a lot of them speak about the way it changed their life.
Because it's also such, like you say, like we are like laughing about a lot of the references, and it's still such a like. I keep using the word memified at the moment, but I do think it's quite a topical word.
Yeah.
Everything, like there's so much material online, or like reaction pictures, GIFs, clips of America's Next Top Model, which probably were for some people moments of struggle that have been turned into sound bites, right? I wonder
like
how.
Housewives.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wonder how that impacts them these days.
Yeah. I know, because it's like, oh, I'm everywhere, everyone recognises me. Do you know the girl where she like cries and then she goes and walks like that's me? Her story is so interesting, because it's like the way she speaks about it, and she almost talks about changing the trajectory of her life, you know, and there was a bit where they like didn't know how to deal with black hair, and they started hacking her off, and it was like she said, just watch it, it's really interesting. But
recently I've started a new practice, which I seem to be doing quite a lot these days. I'm starting new little bits and bobs to fill my cup, as they say. And I have started taking showers in the dark. Do you do this?
I have, like, in a more of a like power cut type situation, or like something that's a bit, I don't know. I've certainly done it, and I liked it.
Yeah, like inadvertently vibes.
Yeah.
So I've started purposefully. I don't do it in the morning or during the day. It's obviously there'll be natural light coming in, but in the evenings now, I'm being very intentional about my showering. Yep. So I'm going in, lights off, one candle on, struck by a match. It has to be struck by a match to give it a more ceremonial
to break
feel.
The dark.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm very, very into matches at the moment, and that kind of comes into this vibe.
I like matches a lot, but the inconvenience is a bit.
See, I don't find them inconvenient.
Maybe you're just good at them.
No, well,
I struggle with them.
So I've got 2 packets on the go at the moment. I've got your standard Cook's matches, and then I've got new ones gifted to me, which are maybe a wee bit more expensive. They strike a match. Strike. They strike with ease so easily. The Cook's ones are a wee bit more kind of.
I just think it's gone out by the time I get it to the wick.
You need a long one. So the Cook's ones are quite small.
But I've noticed
that
ones they became very as part of a certain aesthetic of, you can now like buy them with, what is it you get them? Is it like a wax melter or a candle will come with matches now?
My matches now that my second that I got gifted are a bit more kind of like I have them on display.
In the little glass jar. That's you used to have that, yeah.
Yes, So I've strike my candle and then I enter my shower, and the only light is coming from the candle light, right? And it is genuinely some of the most romantic moments I've had in my life have been in this recent shower, because
damn, alone?
Yeah, actually alone, yes. Because I mean romantic in a vibe way.
Yeah.
I just go under the shower and just imagine the day just pouring off me. I'm being serious.
We have male listeners.
Good.
And lesbian listeners.
I go in the shower. This isn't about me naked in the shower at all. This is about the ritualistic element of it.
Get your minds out the gutter.
Exactly. And then just let the whole day just come off me, just wash it all away. And I just feel so calm and at ease without a glaring light on me. And I'm just able to reset nicely. I feel like it just tickles my nervous system in a way that needs tickled.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to what we
then I frig off. It's just, honestly, it's really, really, really revolutionising my experience of having a shower at night.
And would you like to live underwater?
I feel, and I've realised over the course of the years, that being in water for me is such a powerful thing. Like, I've spoke to you about this before, but remember when I was
Saying 2 fish for a podcast.
Finding Nemo if we got on the mic.
Please, can I just edit us into fish while we're speaking?
So do an underwater sound effect, please. Like being in the sea, being in the ocean. Like, remember when I had that life-ending, life-altering hangover in Croatia, and then I
actually don't.
I spewed all the way to the beach, and then I spewed all the way.
We were climbing mountains.
We travelled on a boat. We travelled by foot. We climbed up mountains to get to this beach, and it was so beautiful. What was it called? Pagonji Doll. It was.
It was
Look it
called
up.
something like
The beach.
Pagonjadol Beach.
The beach was called Pagonjadol or something, right? And we got there, and I thought, I'm finna fucking die on this beach.
Yeah.
And then I got in the ocean, and I literally felt reborn. It's such a powerful cleansing quality to be in the ocean or in the bath, in the shower, in the jacuzzi, anywhere. I just feel
Right.
great being in water.
Do you know what? I'm so
I'm so proud of you.
I agree so much. But the thing is, and I know I need to go over this, but I don't really want to be in bodies of water. Shoot me in the water and fuck body. Can't speak.
You fuck the whole body.
I don't want to be in cold bodies of
Right,
water
yes.
in Scotland in the winter. Sorry, is that so crazy to
So
say? It feels like you can get shot for saying that
I
now.
get
Because I don't want to do it.
I get where you're coming from. It's obviously a very different experience doing a cold plunge here or doing cold water swimming. Of course it is.
I want the sea to be warm.
Yeah, I get that. I do. Even like whenever I also I was just about to say whenever I was at the Sauna Goose in Copenhagen, and it reminded me that someone DM'd me. And I was laughing so much. He DM'd me being like, hey, Kendra, I just want to check about me and my girlfriend are going to Copenhagen and we just want to know where was it that you became the bison because we want to go. And I was like, how funny is that? Where was the location where you became the bison? And I dropped that pin fast.
Yeah.
I said, go and have a good time. I hope it's all
of
while you're there.
course.
But what I'm saying is, during that, people were walking out, and this was in October in Copenhagen, and going straight in the river outside and then come back up. I was like, I can't fucking do that.
Is, at least there's a sauna there.
I know, true.
I don't. I love to be in a body of water. By God, I do. That's all I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting really sad because I don't know. There's such a small window of time that you can go on a holiday in Europe and it be sunny. Right? We've got 4 months, pretty much. If you want to be in mainland Europe, an affordable holiday, you've got 4 months max, and then you need to take account for obviously all the other things you've got on in your life during that 4 months. That is 3 of those months are like my busiest month of the year. 4 actually. May, June, July, and August, right? I'm on tour and I have to work on it quite intensely. And I'm like, when am I going on holiday? I know. Sorry, bigger problems in the world.
I know.
If I cannot be in a European destination during those 4 months on a beach in the sea, I'll be more than pissed off.
Yeah, I understand.
There you go.
I do understand.
I want to be in actually a place in Europe, just one place for the summer.
Yeah, to
That's
really
what I
soak
want.
it in, to
And
really
go
immerse yourself.
Go into these cultures that feel like slowing down in like an actual way. That literally sounds like a ChatGPT sentence. But I
It's
do.
infected
I
your
want to go to
brain.
the beach every day, and I want to be there and go in the water. And maybe I would get bored of doing that every day, but I doubt
You
it.
wouldn't. I just want the sensation of, do you know what? What's that thing say? Most happiest when? What's that thing say? I mean, what's that saying?
Is that a hinge prompt or is it a get to know me icebreaker?
Yeah, I think it's both. I'm fusing them both in there. But when I had Hinge, I should have said happiest when and then describe this moment. Do you know when you're just like swimming in the sea abroad, but maybe your friends or your significant other, they're in the distance and you can see them and they're just doing their own thing and you're just like, I'm going to just swim a wee bit further. And you swim out and it's just you in the sea. And there's maybe like a little boy, as in a BUOY, in the distance. And you're just looking out at the beautiful visage. And you're just thinking, the only thing I can do right now is be entirely present in this moment and just bob around beside this boy. And then maybe I'll return to my friends in a minute. Oh, I can hear their laughter in the distance across the waves.
What the fuck? That
And
sounds
then I'll
beautiful.
come out the ocean and
That's
I'll be
making me emotional.
wet and a wee bit sandy, and then I'll just sit down and I'll smoke a fag and we'll have a laugh. And that's the new Thomas Cook advert that I just auditioned for.
Is Thomas Cook still? Well, we've said Tam
Darling,
Cook.
hold my hand.
I need to. That just really moved me because.
Thank you. I could have actually went deeper on that.
know,
It was just off the cuff.
Everybody, what does everyone love doing? Going on holiday, obviously.
You were like, but I'm going holiday different.
But and I don't think people understand your viewing your holiday as like, oh, we break for everything. No, it's nice. We all love to be in the sun and day holiday things.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to say, to me, it's a lifestyle. But it's not, because I'm not. But to me, it is the most important
It's
thing.
a mindset,
Like,
you mean?
I'm not joking when I say being in a different place, particular place that I've never been, is my top priority.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
understand.
fallen off this year, and I'm not good at planning forward, and I don't have anything booked the entire year.
I was thinking the other day when I was walking along, and I was thinking, you know what I want? I want to make my life bigger. Like when I think about my, as in like, not that it's not big enough, but my aspiration and my goals, they shouldn't be so specific. They should just be made with the motion to just keep making your life bigger. Don't make it any smaller. And traveling and going to nice places does make your life bigger.
Absolutely. And also just talking to every cunt, and also doing hobbies, like new hobbies.
Well, actually,
Because they teach you to shrink yourself to make yourself smaller. As the epilogue from Flawless by Beyonce.
I haven't actually managed to line up any new hobbies yet in 2026, but that is something that I do want to move into, and I'm thinking badminton.
We were talking about badminton earlier. I got invited to badminton live in the studio.
Yeah, badminton, really, I mean it.
But I've said it a million times, but the thing with me is I know people love badminton because anyone is good at it.
Do you think that's true? Maybe that's why I like it.
Absolutely, anyone can be good at it. And also, it's like just so stress-free.
If I had...
I love getting I love saying this when I'm playing badminton. Should we just try and not beat each other? Should we just get a rally going?
Yeah, that...
Because a rally feels amazing.
Rally
back
feels
and forth. Oh, it's such a light touch.
Yeah, I love it. It's light touch. That's what I like, not too arduous. I just think that the problem with me and hobbies is this is one rooted in childhood that I never sustained a hobby. I literally went to a club for like a couple of weeks, patched it, or it never continued, or I wasn't encouraged maybe as much as other people, which could be a good thing because there's nothing worse than a pushy parent trying to force something, their own dream upon their child. Mine's kind of went the other way. And I wasn't really taking up any one area. Like I don't have a talent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
sorry,
no, but you know what I mean? Like I don't play an instrument. I don't have one thing that I'm like known for. Like, Kendra's an amazing horse rider. Or
no,
like,
but
Kendra's
you are known for being amazing
pianist.
at things. Yeah, but this is the difference. Sometimes,
you make a wonderful town crier. In the words of Kim Woodburn.
It's not a traditional talent to have some talents.
Yeah, true. No talent.
You're
no talent.
No talent. Can I ask?
That's really bad.
Can I ask a rhetorical question to the audience, because she can't answer, but you could DM us or tell us on the Patreon chat. How do you find it difficult for when me and Kendra are telling a story and we just do a random soundbite that obviously to us is so true and we say all the time? Because I know it can be jarring to listen to something.
Yeah, this is good to pause and reflect and ask for feedback. I just want to know, because I think a lot of people that listen to this podcast are maybe not similar to us. Maybe,
in that way. And I go, maybe it's nice to go, look, there's my little fish in my tank and I can tap on the glass.
There absolutely, undoubtedly,
my rats
categorically
in a cage.
Will be moments where people are like, shut up. Like, I know that. I even know it when I'm talking, because I do it to you also off mic when I'm speaking to you about something. And then if I say something that loosely relates to what I've just said, I'll just do the soundbite and then just move on quickly. It's like I just have to get it out and then I'm done with it.
And it is really hard because, do you know what, I've been reflecting so much since our friend just moved, one of our bestest friends just moved across the world, right? We had a wee final goodbye of 10 leave nights in our flat, right? Our flat, sorry, my flat. You can come if you want. No, but you were there. And after we all left, right, everyone went home. I literally felt like the most, oh my God, nothing will ever be the same again. And the most dramatic way that isn't even true.
I did
feel like, and what was funny, because I was texting about it and I went, actually, I've realised it's just symbolic. It's not.
Yeah. I take it back.
No, but it's just because it's like the classic thing. I'm about to turn 30. I reflect on everything we've done as our friends.
Yeah.
And I say it all the time, there is nothing we haven't done. We've done every fun thing in history.
Yeah.
For so long.
That is
and
true.
with so many people and had so many amazing times that I know there's no need to be like this, but I was being pure like, and it's all over.
Yeah.
And it's done. And that's what happened. And we had a beautiful time. and now I'm going to be 30. No one lives here anymore. And the fact also it's only one extra person not living in Glasgow, but now it has tipped the scale slightly.
But it
We're half and half.
And also I think that is a tricksy. It's not an impossible and it's not a final thing, but it's a tricksy part of getting to a certain age where there is a bit of diaspora between people naturally. And I think it's been kind of, for me anyway, across the board, it's been kind of like happening very gradually over the years. Because I remember when Andrew first moved, our friend Andrew, I was like, no, what, like, no. And then like other friends have moved or went like this kind of gradually. So I think I've adapted more to my friendship shape being less convenient. But like a lot of the time for me, I've actually felt like a lot of my friendships have either strengthened, maintained, or just changed shape with the distance. Like they've not ended. Like not that I'm saying that you're saying it would end, but like I've tried to kind of adapt more to like the change is absolutely certain. Like you can try and hold it off for however long, but change will absolutely occur. It's about adapting to it.
No, I agree. And I did feel that
but
gradually
it is just a bit jarring when you're a bit like, oh my God, like
that's why
this time
so
2 years ago, the picture was different.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean?
And it's I have felt that gradual thing as well, 100%. And not just about people moving away, it's just life and it's getting older, whatever. But I think something about that instance made me go, and I've known this is true, and I've just been kind of like, well, we'll deal with that when that comes. And then I've known it, and I just mean in general way, like I'm saying getting older, like fucking, it's not like you turn 30 and anything.
No.
Truly, I'm sitting amongst two people 30 plus.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting, yours are fine.
To be 31, I'm doing okay.
But I just thought about, I'm
Lorenzo scoffed.
I'll let out my scoff.
And when are you 32 coming for?
32 in May.
32.
I'm 31 in May.
That doesn't make sense to me. You're 31 before I'm 30. I know it's true, but I've never been able to work it out.
I know me neither. I don't really know the gap.
It's the most basic. It makes sense. But so for me, I'm thinking about it a lot and I'm going, all right, okay. And I'm like, I was even thinking today, I was like, fuck's sake, of all the 30ths I've been to over the years, I was like, by the time it gets to there'll be no cunt left to go.
No, that's not true. As in everyone's died. Everyone's perished.
No, everyone's away and it's like, I think I was in denial.
But then think about it, like when I had my 30th gathering and stuff, like friends from far and wide came. What you just have to do is, what I've noticed is things do become a bit more like planning is involved. Like that's what I've noticed massively. Planning is involved. Like it's less about convenience. But sometimes, like, again, another thing I've realised is like, so that's actually maybe okay. Like it's different, but it's maybe okay that you need to be a bit like, right, it's annoying because you can't just go and chap on someone. Do you know what I mean?
Don't bring that up because that's my dream.
Do you know what I mean though?
See,
we kind of were doing a bit of an
that,
extension of chapping on people for a good wee while, which is lovely. But sometimes that's also not what a lot of people have for as long as we've had it.
I know. And
a lot of people fuck off a lot quicker.
And like literally people fucking settle down when they're 22.
And that's it, you never see them again.
But I think in my head I thought, I understand this so I can be graduate, but I feel like, do you know what also for me it's like, I feel like I need to get my shit together a bit, like not that I even care about that, I'm not the type of person.
But the thoughts always creep in.
I feel like, right, okay, that's all finished now, and it's not, but it kind of is. And I'm like, oh, that's all finished now. Or like I think about how much listen, Jessa from Girls, I think you people are thinking about yourself too much. I get it, but I'm like, oh, I need to actually focus on my like career or whatever, and like I need to actually put real effort into that instead of just going like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's
I'd like to do that.
A bit more focus or something.
Aye, but it's just a good thing to bring that into focus. But I'm sad.
Absolutely, and I think it's fine. It's absolutely fine to mourn a period of your life that you feel has changed shape.
Aye.
You have to, like, absolutely. But then I do think what always kind of gives me a bit of hopefulness is like I think that I would spend quite a lot of time in years gone by being quite definitive. Or being a bit like, well, if this happens, then that's that.
Aye.
And that's it. And
blah,
blah, blah.
True.
Whereas actually, like, the timeline of things come back around, people return, people go, people come back.
Aye.
Like, it moves in a way that it's supposed to. So
Aye.
I think it's just maybe like a combination of putting faith that it will be, girl who's going to be okay.
Yeah.
That it'll all work out.
Oh,
and also forward motion yourself to put an effort into things or people that you care
Aye.
about and to try and feed that. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
For me, whenever I feel panicky, which I often do about things, I'll just be like, no one's taking control away from you. Nobody's telling you that you are a person with agency in your own life and your own situation. A lot of the time I'll be like, oh my God, then this will happen and that happen. I'm like, well, where am I in all this?
You were in it. I had a dream the plane crashed. You were in it.
Do you know what I mean though? Like, we have agency.
Aye, absolutely. But also it's just the thing of like feeling, it sometimes feels like you don't. Yeah, like, and also that the world is
you have to
deciding
keep pulling it
things
back.
for you.
You have to keep pulling
Do you
it
know what it
back.
is for me? It's just the having to accept that you can't, at no point are you be able to just going to go, okay, this is fine now. Everything continuously has to be worked upon. And I'm like, I think we've done enough of that.
Nothing is ever truly final until death, which is what we started this episode talking about.
And I think we've actually done an amazing 360. No. 360, because I normally get pissed off when people say
180.
I'm like, you mean a 180, no a 360.
Well, a
But we have
360 is
done
a full
360.
circle.
But no,
a 180.
what about this? We've done a spiral staircase analogy where you've arrived back at the same point, but you're elevated.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that's not good.
No, I've never heard of that before.
You know, the spiral staircase, because people always say, like, here I am again dealing with the same issue, and someone says, yeah, but you're on a spiral staircase. You come back to the same issue, but you're still going up.
Yeah,
And then I did combat that and say, I could be going down.
No, I actually love more than anything when I am faced with a problem that I've been faced with before and I tackle it in a completely different way.
And you go, world, give me some
No,
more.
literally, let's find out. Like, see when something happens and I'm like, oh my God, me of whatever you would have done the fucking complete opposite of what I'm doing right now. And I'm like, that's satisfying to me. That's the spiral staircase, I think, that I've just
as
heard
long
of
as you
today.
think of it in the right way.
Yeah.
Going up. I like to think of it as a Harry Potter staircase, because I was doing this. Now I'm doing this. I'm going over the other way. Okay, guys, we thought we would round this episode out by reading a beautiful monologue from Douglas Levison, who, if you don't know, he's the man. You might occasionally hear me or Kendra go, no talent. It's a guy confronting a musician who's playing out loud in public and having a bit of a breakdown, which is obviously a projection of his own insecurities as an artist. But it is amazing. I'm not going to do the New York accent because I can't do it justice.
This is crazy that this all came from him in one stream of consciousness.
Right, see, for the first bit till the ad, do you want me to read that and you can read the stage directions?
Where are the stage directions?
The man stops, then resumes playing.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so trumpet fight lyrics. He goes, yes, sucker. No,
Oh, you are going to do it.
I know, that's all that. How dare you ruin it for everyone else. Get out.
Stutter in. Sorry, continue.
Get out. No. You go. I'm not going anywhere, shithead. Get the fuck out my neighborhood. Get out. You're no artist. You suck. You're a mediocre piece of shit. You can't even play. You suck. I've been playing 41 years. You suck. I'm a left-handed guitarist. You suck. No. You go. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Other man plays, Susanna, badly on trumpet.
Okay, they're actually putting their own opinions on the quality here. Get out.
Man stops, then resumes playing.
Fuck you, fucking asshole.
Man finishes.
Get out. Where are you from?
Sorry, I've scrolled ahead too.
Trumpet man says something.
You miserable, presumptuous, no talent.
Yeah, that bit isn't good. Let's just cut to things. It's too long. Yeah, start to you miserable.
So the pinnacle of Douglas's onslaught was, you miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You're no artist. And I respect the silence that serves as a foundation of creativity. What happened at the end?
That is so good.
No talent. God rest his soul, even though he's still alive.
That was, I think the full thing would be crazy. But just go and watch the video. But to us, that is very special because it allows us to go, no talent all the time.
So now you see the beginnings of why we say that.
But guys, I'll say it again, I relate to him because he's obviously an insecure artist and he's projecting all that on the other person because he wishes he was doing better at what he was doing. So I would say what I've been saying a lot lately, it's time to put down the magnifying glass and pick up the mirror.
We stand with Douglas Levinson.
We kind of do. But we want him to get better
Yeah,
if he's still alive.
Of course.
You've been listening to Who Agrees with me, Paul Black.
And me, Kendra McPherson.
And check out all our stuff all everywhere and and leave us a review.
Yes,
and
please.
all the kindness, and please come see me on tour. I'm going to stop asking you to do that very shortly, but for now I have to. So thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.